solve by completing the square. And we're given x squared is 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. So the first thing we should do is, since we complete the square with these first two terms, I want to get that 3 out of my way by subtracting a 3 from each side of the equation and moving it to the right. So now what we have looks like x squared plus 4x is equal to negative 3. So now, for completing the square, the idea behind it is that we take the coefficient of x, divide that by 2, and then square root the result, and what that does is it gives us the constant term in a perfect squared trinomial. So let's do that. So the coefficient of x in this case is positive 4. So if we take 4, divide that by 2, and then square the result, it gives us 2 squared, which is 4. So what I want to do is I want to add a 4 to this to the left side of the equation so that I can complete the square. But remember, this is an equation. So what we do to one side, we have to do to the other side, because if not, then it shifts the balance. You can think of an equation like a seesaw, right? And then if you add 4 to one side, it's going to get tilted. So we want to add a 4 to the other side to balance it back out. So now, on the left, x squared plus 4x plus 4 turns into x plus 2 times x plus 2, which is otherwise known as x plus 2 squared. And on the right, we just have 1. So now we solve for x. The first thing we do is take the square root of both sides, and on the right, it's going to become plus or minus, right? And on the left, these two are going to cancel out, so we're left with x plus 2 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 1. But what's the square root of 1? It's just 1. And then finally, since we want to solve for x, we want to subtract a 2 from each side. So x is equal to minus 2 plus or minus 1. And since these two numbers are integers, we can combine them, right? So x is equal to minus 2 plus 1, which is negative 1, and x is equal to minus 2 minus 1, which is negative 3. So negative 1 and negative 3 are the solutions.